Battanian Veteran Falxman is the tier 5 shock trooper of Battania. With a big swingable polearm, many use this unit to take down enemy cavalry. But is he really the best at doing the job? And how does he perform against other infantrymen? Keep watching to find out. As we already said, the Veteran Falxman aims more towards being a specialist at taking down cavalry, over killing infantry. This sounds like a nice fit for Battania, as they are surrounded by cavalry-heavy factions, and will face a lot of horse charges in their battles. To do this role effectively, the Veteran Falxman will need some decent armor and a big weapon. One of the positives of the Veteran Falxman is their throwables. They have a double set of island throwing axes that deal 74 damage and deal additional bonus to shells. From the Otswan video, we know it requires 9 axes to go through a medium-sized shell, so in comparison to the Otswan, the Veteran Falxman only requires to land 50% more axes on an enemy shell, while the Otswan needed 200% extra axes. So if you're building an army that requires throwables, this unit can serve that task decently enough. The main weapon of the Veteran Falxman is the Romfire, and yes, I'm not saying the name wrong, it's different in 1.8. This weapon has a speed of 76, respectable but a bit on the slow side. The swing damage is 141, not too bad but very far away from the 188 the Volge brings, and the worst part of this weapon is the length.
That's what she said!
203 length means this unit is unlikely to land a shot when in close combat. This unit must keep some space between them and the enemy in order to be effective. So if you plan to run these guys, grab all of the movement, polearm skill or swing speed perks that you can find. Or else this unit is not better than a tier 3, and I'm not even kidding. Talking about the armor, the Veteran Falxman has 48 body armor, combined between the kilt overplated leather and the woodland 4 cloak. Enough to make the Veteran Falxman rank 2nd in body rankings across shock troops. Very similarly to his battle brothers, the Veteran Falxman doesn't bring the best head armor, but also stays far away from the bottom places, with a value of 46 brought by the rigged helm. This places the Veteran Falxman in 4th place in the head armor ranking, way above the last 2 places by at least 8 points. When it comes to the combined value of head plus body, the Veteran Falxman ranks 3rd, but falls 2 places to number 5 when we consider all armor types. Now that we are done with the equipment, let's get down to the stats. When considering all tests, the Veteran Falxman ranked comfortably in last place with a KD of just 1.52. And this is not only last place for shock troops, but all the troops I tested thus far. Ended up losing 1,529 units out of 3,500, or roughly 43.7%, placing them in last place at 6th. And ended up with a casualty chance versus low tiers of 26.9%, placing them last at 6th. Ended up with a KD versus low of 4.66, placing them last at 6th. Ended the careers of 2,324 custom battle soldiers. And things didn't get any better against cavalry. I ran some 300 versus 300 tests for both the tier 4 Falxman and the tier 5 Falxman. The tier 4 Falxman averaged 6 times better efficiency than the veterans. Are you still convinced this unit is good? Well, if that's the case, you can just open up your custom battles and try it for yourself. With all of this out of the way, we can imagine this unit doesn't have a lot of upsides, and you would be correct. This unit fails miserably at doing the only thing it's supposed to do, kill cavalry. Their weapon is low, doesn't bring enough damage and gets stuck. They require some very specialized captain builds to just work as well as other troops. They do bring 6 throwing axes, and with a number like that, the impact on the fight is pretty solid. Their armor is solid all around, but can carry a bad weapon. They are far worse than the tier 4 of the same line. This unit is one of the few that deserves a 0 out of 5. Use them at your own risk, as any other unit in the game performs better. The only thing they offer over any other unit is increased medicine, I guess. Let me know what you guys think and what troop you want me to cover next. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.